So, without any further ado, I want to get the expert on the line. That's who you all came to see, right? Our 5 steps to healthier hair is going to be presented by none other than our trichologist, Doris Mosley. This is a woman who has over 46 years of experience as an educator, as a cosmetologist. She's a sought after trainer. She's the founder of the Spectrum International Beauty Expo in Southern California. From Los Angeles, Doris Mosley. Go ahead and take it away, Doris.
Kathy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I can't get on the camera because it said the host has taken over the
Let me help you out with that.
so
There
I
you go.
okay, let me go back and see.
There you go.
Oh, you see me?
I did. There you go. All righty.
Well, first of all, I just want to say great afternoon, evening, or wherever you are in the world, because I know there are people all over the world, Kathy, that are tuned in, and I'm excited about that. And I always say that time, we appreciate you giving up your time to come join us, because the one thing you cannot get back is your time. But what you can get back, providing that your follicle is still alive, is your hair. And we here at Wakana, we just love our, and we want you to love your roots. We're excited about what is going on here because we are now in the business of saving our strands. And that is so important that we do save our strand. We have a five-piece system here, and each system supports the other. We have our renewing shampoo, and we had the conference this weekend, and we're so excited because so many people tuned in, and it became, Kathy, our number one selling product of the conference was our baby, which is our system here. And a system is just saving ourselves time, energy, and money, and just the money that is being spent in the industry. I had an opportunity to go to a Durham conference, and it says $3.5 billion that is spent on lotions and potions. And yeah, we got it 2.5 in just in the black hair care industry. Do you want to be a part of that? Ask that question of yourself. The problem, we just look at the problem as a result of hair care challenges, improper and or hair services. The need for hair replacement and camouflage has become the number one necessary and requested service in salons everywhere. So what does that mean? People are not getting proper hair care. They have to now result into hair replacement. So here at Wakana, we want to head off that. We don't want you to have to go get hair replacement. We want you to take care of your own hair. And hair loss is really big business. Estimated 3.6 billion in 2016, and 1 in 5 Americans are losing their hair. And losing their hair meaning that it's an epidemic. There are over 100 million people losing their hair. 55% of them said to be men, 45 women, and children are joining the ranks. That is not good, you guys. That is not good. Hair loss is called alopecia, and is that just the medical term for baldness? And there are different types of hair stresses that causes hair loss, which is chronic. When you deal with chronic stress, you're dealing with taking medications. Medication, side effect medication is hair. Most of the time it's hair loss. Trauma. Anytime you get trauma, some traumatic going on in your life, it may not show up today, but maybe 1 or 2 months down the road, you're going to see the results of that trauma. Braiding. People are braiding too tight, especially when they're putting commercial hair on the head. You don't have to braid that tight. Your hair going to loosen up anyway. So don't braid so tight to cause stress. When I think of ponytails, I think of little children. Little children who mothers are putting those tight ponytails, which is already setting in the memory of, I'm going to lose this strand. I'm going to lose my follicle, mommy. And they sometimes try to say that, but mommy still do it. Aggressive brushing. It's good to brush. It's stimulating. But when you do it aggressively, combing and brushing, it's not good because the follicle lies 0.3 centimeter beneath the epidermis, which is the top layer of skin. So if you're doing that, you could be causing damage to that follicle, which will lead to folliculitis. Look to the left of the screen, traction alopecia in its worst form. You can see that she has been, and I don't see why she didn't notice that before it got to this point. But listen, you guys, if you're having hair added, if you're doing any kind of stressful hair services, please stop. You don't have to get to this point, because now she have to wear hair extensions, not extension, a wig, a weave. Look at this hair loss person here. She looks familiar. She's very familiar. But hair loss does not discriminate. It does not. People with money, without money, not good. Diet. These are reasons. Diet. You are what you eat. You don't eat potatoes and look for tomatoes. That is not going to happen. So put in your body the type of food that's going to nourish the body, the type of food that's going to cause you to have a healthy body for healthy results. And stress. We are living in a stressful world right now. We don't know what's going to happen from day to day. Today in California, they just released a ban for us to be locked in. So that was a relief, but that's just today. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So stress is very real. Then we have medical. We have so many different medical issues out there. Each one is being prescribed for a medication. That medication, you read what it says, most of the time, side effect. One of the side effects, hair loss. Pay attention to your medication. Don't get off of it yourself. Go to your doctor. What can I do, doctor, to get off of it? Because I'm losing my hair. Genetics. It's androgenetics. It could be from your mother. It could be from your father. Nevertheless, it can cause hair loss. If both of them, it will back. So you want to get involved now with our product that's going to slow it down to even stopping it. Hair follicles, yes, there are over 5 million follicles over the entire body that you was born with. But guess what? If you damage one of them, and there's only 100,000 of them plus make it to the head, and once they're gone, if you've damaged one, that's one strand gone. And just like I said in the at the health conference, no artery, no vein, no capillary can get it back. So Wakana has gotten to the root of the problem and has knocked it out of the park. So you guys get on board. Don't hesitate. Oh, this is the baby here. I always call hemp-powered hair the baby, but you know what? The baby now have children. So hemp-powered hair stimulates the follicle and promote healthy scalp and hair. The hair follicles. That's what hemp-powered hair does. The follicle support and nourishes the strand. Loss of a follicle means loss of hair. And there's no replacing it if the follicle is gone. Save our strands. That's what SOS means. It's saving our strands. And we do have a system. I kept saying to Melissa, ever since I came on board with kind of Melissa, we need a system. We need a shampoo that's going to cleanse that hair, that's going to renew those strands. It's just going to give nourish and nutrients to the hair. Melissa listens. See, one thing I love about her, you go to her, she listens. If it makes sense, if it works, she's on board with it. So that's exciting. So our renewing shampoo bring to us just so many great ingredients. And I always say all of our ingredients in our product supports the other one. And I'm just going to give you one today because I know we have so much to offer. And we do this every Monday. And I'm just going to share with you one of the ingredients that's in our Nourish and Renewing shampoo is ginger root oil. It stimulates hair follicles. See, everything we do, we want to make sure we focusing in on that hair follicle because that is what nourishes the hair strand. It promotes hair growth. It strengthens the strand and restore moisture. And that is one of the components that hair is made of, moisture. And that's it becomes very exciting for the strand because now it getting what it needs to make it happen. And then we have our Detangling Conditioner. And we're so excited about that because as Melissa was saying earlier, how her hair used to tangle so. Now she doesn't have that challenge. We have the Detangling Conditioner. And one of the ingredients in there is the virgin olive oil. And The virgin olive oil is a detangling effect. It's a natural balm for the hair, nourishes in moisture, and deeply rich in nutrients. And man, when I tell you it is deeply rich in nutrients, and that's what we are excited about. Then we have our conditioner, moisturizing conditioner. And the organic lavender flower water is an anti-inflammatory. Now, the anti-inflammatory deals with the inflammation. Inflammation is one of the leading causes for hair loss. And if you was at the conference, Dr. Rita talked about inflammation, how it affects the body, not just for what she was sharing with you about all the different illnesses, but it also helped with the hair. It helped keeps the production of sebum under control. And the sebum is our natural oils that's in the hair, that's attached by a sebaceous gland that secretes the sebum. So it helps control that because you don't want too much sebum in the hair. You want enough, but not too much. So that's exciting about that. And then we have the styling cream. That's a part of our system. The styling cream, again, it has organic shea butter. It's also an anti-inflammatory, has anti-inflammatory properties. It provides healing effects without clogging the pores. We do not want to clog the pores because if you clog the pores, being that skin is the largest organ of elimination. If you clog the pores, you won't be able to get the toxic things that are happening in the body out through the pores of the scalp. You will end up having what we call folliculitis, which could end up being loss of hair, slowing growth, and all of that could be happening. So you want to use product. And the one thing I love about Wakanda, they just didn't throw stuff together. They thought about this, they tested this, and they did a whole lot of testing before they brought it to the front. So that's important, you guys. And I'm so excited about oud oil because oud oil has joined our family of hair care because people who braid, people who wear locks like Kathy have such beautiful locks. And she used the oud oil on her scalp. It's a very light oil. You can use it on your hair. It does not weight the hair down. And I was sharing with Melissa earlier. I said, Melissa, guess what I did with oud oil? Kathy, don't steal this one. I put oud oil in my body wash, and I just gave myself a good body wash. Oud oil was a part of the system. And I have a sister who's bedridden right now, and every night when I'm there with her, I rub her full body down with oud oil, and she'd be just smiling. She's so excited. So you see, our system works everywhere. We're just excited about the system. So yes, saving our strands. You guys, let's get together and save our strands. Don't keep this as one of your best kept secrets. I want personally to see this system worldwide. Tell somebody. Melissa talked about it on the call this morning about retaining, sharing. That's the only way it's going to get there, you guys. All these ingredients that's in this system are like a chain. You cannot break that chain. So we want this system to be the chain and the change, CHAIN, and the CHANGE of the world. We want to save our strands. We do not want to lose our hair because of lack of knowledge. Every Monday, we bring you knowledge of how to save your strands. I just want you to invite other people to the same call. Invite other people. Wakanda has product, covers the whole gamut. Why not share? Back to you, Kathy.
Thank you so much. And yep, that new idea about the body wash, stolen, done. I took your idea about putting it in my spray bottle for my hair. I love it. Great idea. Thank you so much for your expertise. So now is the time that we can take some questions since you have the expert here. So if anyone in the audience has questions for Doris, this is the time to get them answered. Listen, this is the best person to get your hair questions answered, no matter what it is. So, any questions about the products, about how they work, and any particular hair issues, please hit us up in the chat. And let's see, hit us up in the chat with any questions. So someone else is stealing the body wash. Oud oil in my body wash. Done, Mom Mitchell said. So it's stolen. You shouldn't have given us your secret.
No, I got to share. I got to share, Kathy.
You gotta share, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
excited.
Cheryl John wants to know, what is the difference between the two leave-in conditioners?
One is it's just what it says. It's a leave-in. The other one is a more like a treatment. So you rinse that one out.
How do you use the styling cream?
Well, after you finish shampooing, conditioning, doing all that, if you're going to do some of the natural styles like two-strand twist or just twist it, knot it, you can use the cream like that. And after you take your hair down, take a little light bit of it, not a lot, and rub it through the hair. Yes, just a light.
Okay.
And just rub it through lightly. It's a light cream, so it's not going to really weight the hair down.
Great. Kamika wanted to know, can you, oops, that went a little fast. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring it down a little bit. Hold on. See if I can get my, goodness. I lost my my cursor here. Hold on 1 second. There, I can see it now. Okay, so go back to Kamika's. Here we go. Can you explain how to use the hemp-powered hair oil?
Oh, yes, that's my baby, but now the baby grew up on me.
That's right.
This is how you would use it. You would take 6 drops under the tongue. Yes, just like that. Please do not let the dropper touch your mouth or under your tongue. That you would put on 3 times a week. And you would put it on your scalp, like Kathy's doing there in the challenged area. And yes, and gently massage it in. You don't want to vigorously massage it because friction causes breakage. You use it twice a day, 6 times, 6 drops in the morning, 6 drops in the evening. Take about 60 seconds before you swallow. I like to use mine at night. When I use my night portion, I just go to bed right after I use it and put it on my tongue. Now, if I'm going to chew a gummy, I'll do the gummy first. And then I'll do the drops and just go on to sleep and just let it go into my system like that. Then 3 times a week, I will put it on my scalp like Kathy just demonstrated and gentle massage it in. And just for the record, to know I'm a product of the product, if you look right here, I had lost this area. I was diagnosed with CCCA, which is central. It started in the center. It started to spread out centrifugal. It was scar tissue, cicatricia, alopecia. I panicked because I was saying, how can I share with people not to lose their hair? And here I am losing mine. So I had to get on hemp-powered hair ingredients quickly. And look, it took 8 months. After 2 months, I started seeing some improvement through my daughter taking pictures. And I was like, Lily, she said, Mommy, it's working. I didn't want to panic. I didn't get all excited at that point. But it took 8 months, you guys. Now, that's just letting you know nothing happens overnight. Hair grows on the average of a 1/4 to an inch a month, but it only do that for people who have wavy or straight hair, not this type of hair. Okay, so I had to be patient, and that's what I'm asking of you all. Be patient. If the follicle is still there, and how do you know the follicle is still there? You will see some fuzz, or you will see some little holes in that area. Now, if it's slick, nothing is going on, and nothing will go on. Okay, just to be honest with you, I was at a health fair, and this gentleman came up. I love telling.
I remember that.
This gentleman came up to my table, and he said, what can you do for me? He had all this was gone. He was bald, totally slick bald.
Shiny.
Shiny bald. He had hair back here. So I looked and I was just looking, and he said, with all pride, I just spent $200. And this company told me my hair was going to come back. And I looked back up at him and I said, Mister, you just donated $200 to that company because you're not getting your hair back. He said, you just burst my bubble. I said, well, you just get a lollipop because you remember Kojak? He was sucker.
The bowling ball with a hula hoop. Yes.
So take your hemp powered hair. Do not buy it and put it on the shelf and expect for it to work. It's not going to work on the shelf. It's not going to work in the bottle. It's only going to work provided the follicle is still alive there. And it's a slow process. It's not a microwavable fix. Be
Wow.
patient, be consistent with it. When you make a decision to get it, use it. I promise you, if it's there, you're going to get some results.
Wow. Beatrice says that she adds the hemp powered hair to the oud oil and then sprays it on her hair and scalp. Now, there you go.
You got
I'm
to do
telling you, we have the most creative. I love it. I love it. Deborah wants to know, can I use the cream conditioner with my steamer as well as the hemp powered hair oil? I'm not sure what that means.
I know I know what she's talking about. Yes, you can, because we know we have steamers that we use to even drive the product in more. Yes, you can.
Ah, to open the pores of
Scalp,
the gotcha.
slightly of the cuticle layer, just
I
slightly.
got you.
A lot for the cuticle layer, but it definitely will help. Yes, you can definitely.
Awesome. Is that kind of the same thing as when you sit under the dryer? And okay, gotcha. Okay, I get it now.
Don't have a steamer, you can put your product on the hair, take a hot towel, wrap the hair up in it, and put a plastic cap on and go under the dryer, the dry heat, and you can get that moisture from the moisture in the towel. Yes.
Love it. Love it. Per test results for these products, what is the average time frame users of the products will begin to see hair growth results? I think you just answered that.
Yeah, and that all depends on the body. See, your body. That's why our product that has the THC, which is this, which the CBD THC, and I love it. I love the product, the power product. I want all.
Right.
But anyway, it all depends on your body. How healthy are you?
Since many drug testing is now testing hair, will there be a product without THC in the future? I think that's what Carol is trying to say. Um,
Melissa may can answer that question.
she
Well,
might answer that
here's
question.
the thing though, guys, and this is maybe a question for Dr. Marcia Glenn, but just when you put a topical on, it doesn't pass the blood-brain barrier. When they're testing your hair strands, it's also related to what's going on in the body. It's not like it's testing THC being rubbed to the skin. So if we're having 0.3%, which is very minimal in our shampoo line, I can't see how you would ever fail a drug test because it's not going into the inner parts of the body as it relates to the blood-brain barrier and all that. So I don't think it would, but Dr. Marcia may be able to clarify that. I don't know if it's more of a technical medical question. Mm-hmm.
I will ask her. Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent. Margaret wants to know, how about for relaxed hair, referring to the styling cream?
It won't affect it. Like I said again, it's a light cream, so it won't weight the hair down, and you're not going to put a lot on. And the client could really purchase that as a retail item also.
And how much do you put on? Maybe a quarter size or something?
It really have to depend on the density of the hair
And how much you have, how much hair you have? Okay, gotcha.
the type. See, there's 3 types of hair. Well, no. There's several types. There's curly, wavy, kinky, straight. So it depends on the type of hair that you're dealing with. And then the texture is fine, medium, and coarse. Now, of course, if you have fine hair, you're not going to use as much. Okay. If you have coarse hair, you may use a little more. Medium, you may use a little less. So it all depends on the type and texture of hair you're dealing with.
Got you. Cheryl mentioned that they both say leave-in lingonberry and castor oil.
Let me clarify that, guys. There's 2 spray-in conditioners. So we basically have one that has the lingonberry and one that has the castor oil. So those are both Step 3, it's either or. Right now, I believe we have the ligand. I'll have to look online, but with the pack itself, I believe we're doing the lingonberry if you pick the pack. But if you're buying individual, you're going to have a choice. With the step number 2, that's a moisturizing conditioner. It's not, it's not a spray on. And so that's the moisturizer. So if you understand, there's actually, and even in our shampoo, there's 2 different shampoos. Right now with the kit, you're getting the main one, but there's going to be another option available for those who might want more of a scent. So we're going to bring several different types that you can pick from. So
Awesome. Someone wants to know, Doris, what was the cause for your hair loss?
Well, the doctor said it could have been from different things, hot comb, alopecia. I was hot combing at one point, and then at one point I was doing relaxers. So it depends on, and plus I'm a diabetic. So I have different things that were happening, and taking medication. But the thing was, I ended up with scar tissue. Now, at that point, I think it was more contributed to hot comb.
Gotcha. Excellent. Thank you for being transparent. Ma Mitchell says, Doris, your hair is so thick and beautiful. Oh, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ma. That was very sweet. She says she loves her hemp-powered hair.
Got a hairline.
Margaret Dorsey said, great. Shirley wants to know, she says, since July 2020, I have used hemp-powered hair, 6 drops under her tongue, only once a day, and the 3 stages of my balding is showing signs of hair growth. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful thing to see.
great job, Shirley. That's awesome.
Awesome. And let's see, here we go.
I was showing them I have a hairline, a strong hairline. And you guys, if you don't know where your hairline should begin, take your little finger, put it, yes, Kathy, put it on your eyebrows, close it down where your pointing finger land, like Kathy. Raise that finger up, Kathy, the pointing finger. There's her hairline. You guys see? She has a hairline. That's where it should be. Do yourself. Do yourself.
Woo!
Very good care of her locks. And that is important because I see a lot of people, Kathy, with locks, and they have no hair up here.
You too? And if anybody has locks like I do, you'll see me with them down sometimes, but most of the time when I'm not on camera or not dressing, they're like this.
Yes,
And I sleep with them like this.
very good.
So, let's see. Add it to water, how much to make a treatment? I think it depends on how big your water bottle is.
No, it actually depends on how much hair you have.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna do
Listen
12.
to me.
Yeah, I know that's okay. You're gonna do 12 drops of hemp powered hair in your water. Now, if you have thick hair like Kathy's, you may want to do an ounce of water because you want to make sure it gets all through. You're gonna spray it on. And if you don't have as much hair, you may want to do half an ounce of water. So it all depends on the amount of hair determines the water, but you want to make sure you put it in, shake it up good, and use all of the water. So that means you're using all of the water and all of your oil got into the hair. But
Awesome.
a gallon of water and 12 drops of oil, that's not gonna work.
You just have wet hair. It'll be moist. It might not get the treatment, right? I got you. Sure.
But another thing with that, Kathy, if that is your treatment, you're gonna make sure if you just shampooed your hair, it is 50% dry. Then you're gonna add your treatment. If you're wearing commercial hair, you're going to towel dry, sit under the dryer for 50% dry hair, come out and spray it on the scalp and the braids. Don't worry about the hair. It is commercial hair. You want to worry about your hair.
Don't put that product on.
No, put it on your hair.
That's right. We got a thank you. We got a fantastic. We got a yeah. Deborah wants to know, do you think the styling cream will work well under with a gel for a wash and go?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I think so too.
Testimonial, Shannon King. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys seen her curls, but she's been now using exclusively our product line. And now Shannon is one of those people where I love her to death because she's going to give it to you like it is. So the first time she used it, I told her, you know, Shannon, not every number is for everybody. You might be a 1 and a 3, or maybe you're a 1, 3, and a 5. For me, because my hair is so thick and just unruly, I'm a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And we all have. And come to find out, Shannon is more of a 1, 2, and 4. And the 1, 2, 4, she is like smiling. She said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna go live on Facebook," because she does wash and go. So she puts the 4 on, and then the hair curls up, and she's got fabulous curls without any other step. So yes.
Remind us, Melissa, what 1, 2, and 4 are.
So 1 is shampoo, 2 is the moisturizing conditioner, 3 is the leave-in conditioner. So for me, I like both 2 and 3. See, for Shannon, because she wants those springy curls, the leave-in almost does a little too much. Like she's like, my hair feels great, but I want springy curls. It almost kind of gives you a texture. It doesn't bounce because it's trying to tame that hair. Okay.
Right.
So she skips the number 3 and goes straight to the 4, and she gets, and the 4 is the styling cream. The styling cream.
Awesome. Yeah. Wow.
Awesome, because some people, you know, what kind of made it easy. Okay, let's say it like that. When you got a system that you numbered, and you know if 1 and 2, like she's saying, don't work, go to 3 or 4. You know, whatever. So you made it easy, Melissa, and it's so it's a, you know, a step by step. Whatever step don't work, take it out. Put, you know, just go on. And at first I thought Melissa was trying to tell us about textures of hair. I was like, that's a whole new language. That is a street language. That's not a professional language. So I was like, okay, who has 3 types of hair? You know, they got that out there. You got 3, 4. So yeah.
Are you talking about like the packs of hair that you buy?
No.
Oh.
Like people say, my hair is a 4, or my hair is a 5. You know, they got a language out there among the natural hair world.
Oh, I had no idea.
There is a language out there, but I deal in the professional world.
I'll stick with you, my friend. I'll stick with you.
Numbers have nothing to do with that. So
yes, I will stick with what you're talking about, my friend. Our last question up here is from a professional, Yvette. She said, I noticed that when using as a stay-on treatment, blow drying, I had to do 1 to 2 with my clients where their hair feels amazing. Great. 1 full dropper of hemp powered hair to 2 ounces of water, 1 to 2.
That's good. See,
that is fantastic.
Where you can get all your 12 drops onto the head by the amount of water you use.
That is really good tips. Well, I think it might be a time to give away something before we go.
And as soon as you guys get off the Zoom, if you're a guest, go to your person who invited you and ask for their website so you can order your system. And if you're a distributor, go to your website and get your system. Nothing like having a system that works for you.